All right, you guys voted for this week's episode. It is all around how to ask the universe for help. Really, really, really important episode here, guys. The biggest thing to remember, we're just gonna jump right into it because there's so much to say around this. But the biggest thing that I want you guys to know before we fully jump in is you are a co-creator. And what that means is that it's you, right? And then it's your source. And you get to choose who your source is. It could be God, it could be the universe, it could be your grandmother, it could be somebody who's crossed over, it could just be source itself. You get to choose what you believe your higher power to be, but with whomever you choose that to be, know that you are a co-creator, which means that it's not just you. You work in a partnership. It is the two of you. Your co-creator, right, your source, is there to guide you. It is there to help you. And it's a relationship, right? It's a partnership, which means that it is 50-50. So I'm going to use the term universe throughout this, but again, you can just change that with your own verbiage of whichever you choose your source to be. And I'm going to call Laura forward to really guide us through how to ask the universe for help. And then I'm going to chime in with some of my own personal tidbits because this is something I do all the time. And it's actually something that I was doing last week where I was thinking of you guys and I want to share this with you. So let me call Laura forward and we're going to share how to ask the universe for help so that you guys can pass some of this responsibility that you've been feeling, some of this weight on your shoulders, onto the universe because they're there for you. So I'm going to quiet down for a moment. We are here at your fingertips and we're really, really eager for you all to use us. We're ready for you to use us. And we're really, really happy for all of you who are sitting and listening to this because we've been trying to get this message out for so long. Those intuitive nudges that you receive, those aren't from you. Those are from us. Those are from Source. Those are from the universe. Trying to let you know that it's not just you. Whatever it is that you're navigating in your life right now, you don't have to carry the whole burden. You don't have to carry all the stress. Pass it off onto us. We are here to take that from you. We just need your permission to do that. So what we encourage all of you to do, maybe pause this now, the video or the audio here, or wait till the end, but we want you to say these words. I consent to my co-creating relationship with you, universe. I consent to it. I am ready for your help. I am eager for your help. I understand that you're here to help me. I'm really curious about what that looks like. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for a change and I'm ready for you to help me. I consent to it, universe. We respect you so much that we cannot act without your permission. So you saying those words, whether you copy those words directly or whether you put them into your own words, but you saying that is going to allow us to step into your world more than you've ever experienced us in your world before. So what does this look like, right? What does it mean where it's you and me, where it's you and the universe? What does that mean? What does that look like? One moment. Our job is the how, your job is the action. Universe's job is the how, human's job is the action. The issue that we see, right, is that so many of you are concerned with the how. The reason why you are concerned with the how is because of control. You are trying to control the outcome because there's a part of you that does not fully believe in us, in your source. It's fun to think about, we're fun to think about, but when push comes to shove, when it comes to that trust fall, there's a piece of you, it could be a large part, it could be a small part, but there is a part of you that is not ready to fully trust us, and that is why you control. You control because you need to set yourself up so that you are not bamboozled by the outcome. You don't want to be blindsided. Chances are you've been blindsided in your life before. And as a result of that blindsiding, you've put up this guard, you've put up this wall, and you said, I must know every single move so that I don't have to experience pain again. I don't have to experience anxiety. I don't have to experience trauma. In this co-creating relationship, when you ask the universe for help, it is our job to navigate the how. We can't stress to you enough how much we know what you want. You don't have to write it out 1,000 times. All you have to do is say it once or think it once. We know what you want and we know how to get you there. Your job is the action. How do you do this action? Well, we send you intuitive nudges. How do you receive those intuitive nudges? You keep yourself in the receiving mode. What does that mean? You keep your mind as clear as possible. And if you are somebody who has anxiety, we know Gabrielle is somebody who certainly has had anxiety in her life, and sometimes it spikes more than others. Carve out a time, preferably in the morning, preferably before you speak to anybody, to connect with us. This could be right when you open your eyes, before you get out of bed. This could be you meditating. This could be you walking outside barefoot. But that is the time when your mind is stillest and is easiest to become still, is what they're saying. I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. What they're saying is the morning time is when your mind is most open before you check email, before you check your phone, before you really get into it. So let me call them back in. The morning is the most precious time with us. So if we could ask you for even 5 minutes before interactions with anyone, even if this means that you have little ones and you have to get up 5 minutes earlier, connect with us. Ask your intuition where it's guiding you today and take action on that. That is how you keep yourself in the receiving mode, and that's how easy it is. This does not have to be an all-day thing. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 2 minutes. When Gabrielle does it in the morning before she gets out of bed, it's like 30 seconds because she's so in tune with it now. It may take time for you to get there, but prioritize that. Because when you live your life intuitively, you live your life in alignment. And when you live your life in alignment, there's nothing else. That's it. That is the name of the game here. All your manifestations come to you. You experience ease. You experience flow. You experience alignment. And it is the most beautiful thing that you could possibly experience, and it's our wish for all of you. So I'm going to chime back in here. So Gabrielle, we're just going to pause that right there. I want to give you guys some tangibles on how to ask the universe for help. So I want to share with you how I was doing this. I have been catching myself in just negative thought patterns. And that's not me, right? I've been catastrophizing. I've been thinking like worst case scenario. I've been trying to like prepare myself on certain things, and it's just out of alignment. That's something I worked through a lot in the depth of my healing journey, but it's coming back around. So what I did is I sent it out to the universe and I said, okay, I recognize this. I feel this. It is uncomfortable. I don't like this, but it's here, which means that it's ready to be processed through me, which means it's ready to be released. So universe, can you please show me 111 every single time I'm allowing these thoughts to get the best of me? Because that 111 is going to serve as a reminder for me to shift my thoughts, for me to honor the emotions that are up and then shift my thoughts, because we don't do toxic positivity around here. And so it was like last week or something like that, I saw 111 millions of times. Truly, it had to have been over 100 times. And it's because my thoughts were really jumping negatively. And then after about a billion times of seeing that, I sat down, I did a visualization, and I realized that my 11-year-old self was just really afraid of something that was coming up in my life. Really, really, really afraid. She needed some nurturing. And the moment I did that, I released it out of my body. I felt fantastic. And that is how I worked with the universe, right? I needed those reminders because once my mind would do that, I would just kind of spiral. It was an off day. I would really spiral, and then the universe would catch me. If I didn't have the universe to catch me, that probably would have taken me weeks to work through. Weeks. But I did it in a day, probably less than a day, honestly. So asking for a sign like that is huge. Now you can ask for any sign. One of my other favorite things to do is when I have a big decision coming up, I like to ask the universe to show me an object, right? So like show me a lime if this is the route, and show me a lemon if this is the route. Now, what I want you guys to be mindful of is when you do that, you're not giving your power away, because you really are all extensions of the universe. So it's not like you're waiting on this higher thing to just like feed you down the answers. It's really your intuition reflecting it back to you. But that's another one of my favorite things to do, is show me. I usually go with fruit. I don't know why I just resort to fruit, but resort to whatever object you want, or number or symbol or whatever. But that is a really, really fun way to ask the universe for help too. So show me this or that, and make sure you give 2 options. You could also ask the universe to, let's say you're trying to manifest money, ask them to show you a coin on the ground so that you know that you're a money magnet. The universe will start trickling these coins into your life, and you're going to start seeing them on the ground, and every single time it's like this big wink from the universe. I can't stress enough, it really is all around us. And they're at your disposal. They're at your disposal. So if you find that you're in the depth of your healing journey and you really need to work through something, ask the universe to show you a sign of how to release this out of your body. And then it's your job to keep yourself open to receiving that sign. But fair warning, it is not your job to try to control when you're going to see that sign. And what that means is jumping on TikTok right away and scrolling until you see the sign, or going out driving and looking for the number. Let it come to you. Just throw your hands up, know that the universe is there, and allow the sign or symbol or whatever to come to you. Allow it to find you, because it always will. Now, if you ask for a sign, right, let's say the coins, and you don't see it, that is a sign in itself. Ask the universe, why didn't I see that sign? Show me the way. Show me clarity around this, please. You may be scrolling social media and you might find a video that is off topic, but for some reason what they're saying is just really hitting you. You're hearing it extra loud, and it makes you kind of take a second glance. You give it a funny look, but you can't stop thinking about the words that were said. Maybe you're driving and you hear a song, and the song just hits. It just feels like a good song, right? And there are a few words in that song that you just hear extra loud and then you can't get out of your head. Those are all signs from the universe. All you have to do is ask. The universe is in your back pocket, and there's a release for you. It's not going anywhere, and it's at your disposal. And you working well with it, right? You building this relationship with it, you co-creating with it, because you are a co-creator, and you consenting to that is the best thing that you can do for yourself on your spiritual journey. I could give millions of examples on how to do this, so let me know in Instagram if you guys need some more. But seriously, ask for signs, ask for numbers, ask for proof, ask for a specific song. Let them know what you want, and then ask for signs that it's on its way. Ask for the current step, ask for clarity around that. Because the more that you surrender to the universe, which means the more that you just release the how, throw your hands up, and say, okay, guide the way, the quicker you're going to get there. I can't stress enough how much the universe is in your disposal, and it all communicates with you through your intuition. So if you need help connecting with your intuition, check out my membership. It's completely channeled by Laura. And if you're watching this on Tuesday, August 1st, tomorrow, Wednesday, August 2nd, we're going to be meeting as a group. A lot of you have asked me for channeled readings. The only way to get one is through this membership. On these group calls, I select people, we do mini channelings, people ask questions, Laura will answer the questions. In between our calls, there is a whole community where you can ask any question you want, and Laura will respond, completely channeled answer. So the link to join the membership is down in the show notes. Check that out. I would love to see you guys on tomorrow's call. My goal in this membership and in this community and in this podcast is to help you guys connect to the universe, help you connect with your intuition, because it's going to guide the way. But I hope this was helpful. This is how you ask the universe for help, and just know they've always been there. They're not going anywhere, and they are at your disposal. I love you guys so much. I hope to see you in the membership, and I love reading your messages on Instagram, so please keep sending them my way.